Hi, my name is Preeti Sagan. I live in San Francisco, but I go back and forth between Delhi and San Francisco, which is my original home here in Delhi. My parents live here, and I'm actually a very passionate seeker. I have studied yoga philosophy, tantra, and Vedanta in depth. And I just love sharing the knowledge that I have gained from this to whoever wants to learn, whoever wants to grow, is struggling with issues, and it's very satisfying. So I'm also actually an artist, a fine art photographer, and I currently practice in my home. I live with my family in California. So yeah, there's a question that came up on goodquestion.com about the meaning of life. Very loaded question, but I'll try and cover it to the best I can in a short period of time. So what we call life, forms interacting with each other, is really consciousness. This is sort of a paradoxical order in the universe that reflects an underlying unity of all life. Since a human being seems to be one of the most sophisticated of all life forms, hopefully so, let's focus on the purpose of human life, which is to realize this unity, first within and then without. We can call this human unity by several names. We can say harmony, we can say beauty, order, love, God, which I hesitate on using because of, the kind of taint that the word has today, but that is definitely one of the definitions. So this underlying unity is something that our scriptures, they refer to as self-realization. And I want to actually go into why. Why do we have to even delve into a question like this? The reason is that human consciousness has evolved. We are a very intelligent species, very sophisticated. We have been able to create a lot of tremendously important tools and that have actually helped our civilization progress collectively. We're a collective social species. We need each other to evolve, to grow, much more than most other animals and any other animal kingdom actually. So the capacity to create these really sophisticated tools has also, it's created a lot of growth in our culture. It's also created a lot of, constructive abilities to create more and understand more. But it's also created a sort of destructive capacity in humanity that we're seeing today. So in Kali Yuga, whether this is Kali Yuga or not, but the way we are seeing things happen, it's very important to address this question actually in the current context. So maybe I'll bring in some political, social views. So there is sort of a symbiotic relationship in life, with nature, with animals, with other human beings. And that symbiotic relationship is really what sustains us. We're not individualistic beings as we'd like to believe. The self-serving, aspect of life that basically caters to the ego and the individual is not really so. We imagine it to be so, but, we really are a collective. And we sort of have to, because of that reason, learn to live in harmony with all of life, because it's paramount to our own happiness, actually. So why self-realization? So the reason for self-realization is that, first, if we can learn to eliminate some of the problems that we have with limitation, and the way we understand, we see things that I've just sort of described before, it causes a lot of willful pain upon the world. And so, it's sort of important to discover an always accessible source of one's own fulfillment, freedom to eliminate, the disturbance that gets misinterpreted as an external problem. A lot of our problems come actually from a certain understanding that we hold, a limited understanding, and we think that the world is actually responsible for a lot of our problems, but that is not really so. So upon self-inquiry, one gets closer to this sort of understanding that actually the source of problems does lie within me to a large extent. Of course, there are minor problems here and there that need to be addressed, but we're focusing on the meaning of life and meaning of human life, and something that we can introspect for ourselves. Of course, there's the subjective nature in the meaning of life and how it's interpreted. That's depend on every human, their own nature, their journey, their karmas, and it's applied subjectively in the work that a human being does. But it's essential to understand that the work must reflect an underlying harmony, an underlying unity that sort of generates a collective abundance in order for an overall sense of sharing and love and happiness. So yeah. Thank you.